Welcome back to a new post today. Let's talk about the IUCN International Union for Conservation of Nature World Congress that is being held in Abu Dhabi at a very crucial time when we are just 4 years away from the Sustainable Development Goals and also the Paris Climate Change Agreement as well. Now, the IUCN is a global network of government and also civil society organizations that aims to conserve nature, and it is very famous for the IUCN Red List of Threatened Species. It also categorizes the species into threatened, vulnerable, extinct, and also yes, so these are the categorization that it does. Its headquarters is in Gland in Switzerland, and it helps us know the status of the wildlife on the earth. Now, India is one of the most biodiverse countries of the world, with it's amongst the 17 mega diverse countries and 36 global biodiversity hotspots, like we have the Himalayas, the Western Ghats, the Indo-Burma and the Sunda land. We are part of the Sunda land as well. India occupies only 2.4% of the world's land area, but it harbors 8% of the global flora and 7.5% of the fauna. 28% of the plants and 30% of the animals are endemic to India. India has a robust legal framework for protecting biodiversity, along with the Major Wildlife Protection Act of 1972, Environmental Protection Act, and also the Biodiversity Conservation Act of 2002 as well. We also are a member of the CITES Convention as well, which aims to curb the trade in endangered species. Now, with all these features, it's important for India to play its role in conservation of the nature, and we attended the IUCN World Conservation Congress at Abu Dhabi through our Minister of State for Environmental, Forest and Climate Change, Kirti Vardhan Singh, and a very big step taken by India to implement the IUCN framework is it launched the National Red List Roadmap. Along with that, we also launched something called as the National Red List Assessment on lines of the IUCN's Red List of Threatened Species to fulfill the commitment of the Government of India under the Convention of Biological Diversity and also the coming Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework as well. This National Red List Assessment is going to be a first of its kind national endeavor of the Government of India through the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, with Zoological Survey of India and the Botanical Survey of India serving as nodal agencies. Now, some of the nations like Asian neighbors like Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, China have undertaken multi-taxa assessments, but India's National Red List Assessment will distinguish itself as one of the most comprehensive and also collaborative national efforts, bringing together the country's leading taxonomists, conservation biologists and subject experts under a unified national coordinated framework to accomplish the significant task. And India has also presented its vision 2025-30 for the National Red List Assessment during this event, and also it is a comprehensive framework prepared by the ZSI, that's the Zoological Survey of India, Botanical Survey of India, in close collaboration with the IUCN and the Center for Species Survival in India. The vision outlines the roadmap for the Government of India for actions to be taken to assess and monitor the conservation status of our species. Now, the IUCN World Congress comes at a very important and crucial time. I told you it's the world's largest gathering of conservation leaders, policymakers, scientists, and opened up in Abu Dhabi, that's UAE, under the theme of Powering Transformative Conservation. With just 5 years remaining to meet critical biodiversity targets, more than 1,400 member organizations from 160 countries convened at this World Congress to charter new strategies to conserve the nature and also support the communities affected by this. Among the key issues at this year's Congress are two important motions which have far-reaching implications for the global conservation policy. One is Motion 087, which seeks to adopt a comprehensive IUCN policy for synthetic biology to nature conservation and also acknowledging its transformative potential like species restoration and its associated risk. The other motion is 01108, which calls for IUCN guidelines to regulate commercial pet trade in wildlife and highlighting the industry's role in driving population declines of terrestrial species through over-harvesting and facilitating illegal trafficking as well. The motion advocates stronger national legislation, international harmonization, and sustainable alternatives. Now, addressing the climate and biodiversity crisis, there is a discussion to adopt a fossil fuel non-proliferation treaty, and if this happens, IUCN will be the first major environmental body to endorse international cooperation to a fossil fuel non-proliferation treaty aimed at ending fossil fuel expansion and ensuring a just transition for workers and communities. The Congress also seen the release of new guidelines for practices by the IUCN Commission on Ecosystem Management. These guidelines will provide tools for restoring degraded ecosystems and also enhancing biodiversity resilience as well through nature-based solutions. So these are the most important points I thought I should be touching for you all for the IUCN World Congress, where we are just only 4 years away from the SDGs. Definitely an important topic for the UPSC as well as the state service examination, and under the sustainable development under paper 3, GS paper 3 for the UPSC mains exam as well. Important from your interview point of view as well about why is the Congress so important and what are the most important steps taken by India at the Congress. One is the vision and the other one is the national list of the national red list assessment by India. So if you did, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video. I shall see you in my next new post. Until then, it's very happy learning.